In the next 5 minutes, you're going to learn 7 ways to sound more like a native English speaker. Hi, I'm Gabby from GoNaturalEnglish.com. This is the place for you to improve your fluency, your confidence, and your skills as an English speaker. A lot of my English students have told me, Gabby, when I studied English in my home country, everything was easier. The teachers spoke clearly and I understood my textbook and I got great grades in my class. But when I came to the United States, everyone speaking around me sounded different. The words were similar, the phrases were similar, but they didn't sound the same as in my textbook. Help! How do I understand native English speakers? How do I speak more like a native English speaker? How can I fit in more as an English speaker in the United States? That's what we're going to do here today. Now, if you're interested in learning more about how to speak English fluently with confidence, be sure to subscribe here to Go Natural English and follow us on Instagram at Go Natural English as well. All right, now speaking more like a native can be as simple as changing the way you speak with the vocabulary words you use. You see, in a lot of textbooks, we learn to say words that are more academic, more difficult. They're not even difficult words, but let me give you an example. Saying the word hi instead of hello. They're both very basic words, but which one is easier? Hi is easier because it's only one syllable, it's shorter, and it's easier to say. So native speakers in general are going to be lazy. We're going to say the word that takes the least effort, the word or the words, the phrases that will be the easiest for us to pronounce, the shortest number of syllables, and we're going to speak in a casual and friendly way in most situations. That's something to note as well, that Americans tend to speak in a more casual, friendly way, and academic English is really only used in academic situations, like in your university. So hi is a good place to start. When you meet someone, you don't always have to say hello. You can say hi, or even hey. That's a pretty casual word, but you can use it among friends. Now let's move on to the next phrase that you'd probably use in a conversation. Pleased to meet you is a phrase that's often taught in our English textbooks, and it may be more common in Britain, but in the United States it sounds pretty strange and you'll never hear pleased to meet you unless maybe you're watching a movie or someone's being very formal. So instead of saying pleased to meet you, say nice to meet you. Let's talk about pronunciation here, because if you want to speak English more like a native, we need to use linking and connect our words. So let's focus on the key words, which are nice, meet, you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What happened between meet and you? Well, we have a linking sound between the T and the Y sound in you. Meet you becomes meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Go ahead and pronounce this. Say this after me. Repeat for good practice so that you can improve your speaking while you're watching this. Nice to meet you. Now, we usually stress words that are verbs and key words in a sentence, like nice. You notice that I didn't even say it is. The full sentence would be it is nice to meet you. But you're almost always going to hear nice to meet you without the it is. It's just easier, so we leave it off because it's obvious that's what we mean anyway. Similarly, I hear a lot of English learners saying, how do you do? This also may be more common in Britain, but in the US, we don't use this question. We simply ask, how are you? How are you? And again, we need to use linking to sound more like a native speaker. How are you? How are you? How are ya? How are you becomes how are ya, because we stress the verb. We stress the question word and we stress the verb. How are ya? 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 Now, to answer this question, we often learn in our English class to say, I'm fine, and you, but this is not a common response. The most common response would be something like, I'm good, I'm great, I'm doing well, how about yourself? How about yourself is much better than and you. How about yourself? How about yourself? How about yourself? How about yourself? One moment, please. This sounds a little bit too formal, and most native speakers would say, just a sec. Sec means second. Just a sec. Just a sec. Just a sec. Just a sec. So instead of using the more formal, please wait 1 moment or 1 moment, please, you can just say just a sec. It's a little bit more friendly, casual, and native-like. You may also hear people saying just a minute, just a minute, just a minute, just a minute, or just a sec. Are you enjoying these phrases so far? Are you repeating them after me? If you're enjoying this, then you are welcome. But wait, that's not how we usually say this phrase. We usually say, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Or even better, no problem, or of course, no problem, of course, or it's my pleasure. There are so many different ways to say you are welcome, but I'll tell you what, native English speakers don't usually say you are welcome. You're more likely to hear you're welcome, no problem, of course, or my pleasure. With these phrases, you'll notice that you have different options, but native English speakers are rarely using those phrases that you probably learned from a textbook. We're using the phrases that are easiest to say and that sound more friendly. So I highly recommend that you start practicing these and repeat them after me if you haven't been yet. There's no shame in practicing out loud on your own along with me as you watch. So let's go. The next few phrases are really short and they're going to be easy, but they're important. The small details sometimes make a huge difference in your English speaking skills. So instead of saying yes, most native English speakers say yeah, yeah, yeah. Instead of saying no, most native English speakers will say nope, nope, or nuh-uh. This is super casual, and I think more kids or teenagers say this than adults, but it's another way to say no, nuh-uh. There is one more essential word that you should be using every day in English. Now, these words and phrases are a small sample of what I teach in my complete Go Natural English course, Fluent Communication. Inside the course, there are hundreds of premium lessons that are only available inside the course to my students. And there are assignments for you to practice your English, to practice your speaking, your writing, and to get individualized corrections from me and the Go Natural English team. There's coaching from our Go Natural English teachers. There's a community where you can connect with your fellow classmates, and there's the course, everything you need for real world fluency in English and confidence in your speaking skills. Now, if you want information about the course, get it at gonaturaleNglish.com/pre-reg, and you'll be pre-registered for information about how to join the next time we open the course for new students. Now, the last word is probably the most important word, and that is thank you. Instead of saying thank you, native speakers usually say thanks. 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 And this is such an important word because it helps us to show our gratitude. I am thankful for you. I thank you for watching. Now, why did I say thank you? Because I'm using that as a verb. I thank you. I give my thanks to you. But if you're just saying a quick thank you, say thanks. Thanks. Now this word I know can be difficult because of the TH sound and the consonant cluster of the K and the S at the end. So let's practice it slowly together one more time. Thanks. 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 Okay, well, thanks for watching. I am so happy that you've made it this far. You did a great job just following this lesson, repeating the words and phrases out loud. Just being here and watching this lesson means that you have improved your English greatly in the last 5 or 10 minutes. So if you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments which one of these phrases is your favorite. Which one of these will you use today? And let me know if you have any questions about other phrases in English. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.